Hey guys, welcome to episode 11 of the VHS Bandits. This week we're talking about Blank Check. Let's pop in the tape.
From Walt Disney Pictures, this morning Preston Waters got something.
What's on my bike?
Let's check your dad. He'll know what to do with it. That's going to change his life.
Blank check. Yeah!
Now he's buying more stuff,
You have a house.
meeting more women,
Baby brother comes into his own.
and stopping three crooks
I'm gonna get you, kid.
from taking all of his money.
That must have hurt.
Disney's Blank Check. Now playing at a theater near you. Check newspaper for showtimes.
And now, our feature presentation.
Hey everybody, welcome again to episode 11 of the VHS Bandits. This week we're talking about Blank Check. As always, I am the Kevbot. With me is...
Topher Hansen.
And...
The Dane Train.
All right.
He just got out of prison, so he's real excited.
That's not true. We've been sitting in this room all night. Unless it's the prison of love.
This is the prison of the house.
Okay.
I have no recollection of this movie
We watched...
other than Mr. Macintosh.
We watched this movie...
Can we do
like
the whole
3
podcast
weeks
in the
ago?
Macintosh voice, please?
We watched this movie a little
I guess
while
that's
ago.
a no.
And we had some technical difficulties, which we
Yeah,
won't... Dane does not
Dane.
want us
Let's
to
not
go
talk
into.
about it,
Dane
please.
doesn't want to talk
we
about
legally
it.
can't talk
We
about
legally
it.
can't talk about it, but
Which is
anywho,
why he just got out of prison.
there are some technical difficulties. So we watched Blank Check, which some of you guys may have remembered from the 90s.
Yeah, we did we did a live Periscope of it. It's probably still up on there if you want to follow.
Probably.
I think it's under mine,
I
which
don't-
is just Topher
I don't know if
Hansen.
there's a way to link that to our page, but
There
I mean,
might
there
be.
is, but it took like 5 hours to try and get
oh my god,
to try and get the Twitter to work
we
on
tried
your
to get
phone
me a
for
friggin'
whatever
Twitter
reason.
account, and all of it, like, it friggin' denied me. I got banned before I even signed up. It was
We just-
It's so
we need-
easy for us.
We need to
open
point
Twitter
out
accounts.
that the internet just hates Dane.
oh my god,
Yeah.
seriously.
Twitter like is the easiest thing to do, and it would not let Dane make an account.
No. Screw Twitter.
But
No,
follow,
no.
Not only that,
follow us on Twitter,
We
Yeah.
couldn't even access.
but not Dane because he
we-
can't make it
I
work.
don't even know if any of us could even update our Twitter because we even tried to get into the VHS Bandits Twitter and we couldn't log in.
Oh, no, we can.
We can.
Yeah.
Well, what the hell?
Topher and I can.
We couldn't log
You
in.
cannot, Dane.
No, we tried it that day and we couldn't
We
do
couldn't
it.
do it on Periscope because it was already my Periscope was already linked. to my
No,
account.
no,
Trust me.
no.
Yeah.
So
I've got it linked on a few of my devices.
Yeah.
Topher probably does too.
Jeepers.
We'll make it work. We'll make
So
it work.
follow us at the VHS Bandits, and either Kevbot or myself will thank you
Yeah.
as
Not-
one of our 6 people following
Not
us.
Dane Train.
Yeah, Dane Train will not talk to you on Twitter.
I post
We'll
stuff
forward
on
it to him.
Facebook. I posted like 2 things yesterday.
Yeah, that's good.
So there we go. That's all I need.
That's way more
we'll
than
take care of
than me.
Twitter.
yeah, you guys do the Twitters.
Anyway, whoa, you owe me a Coke.
You guys don't really remember anything except for the fact.
I remember some
Yes,
stuff.
that they-
I remember some stuff. I remember a few things.
But
I was too damn busy trying to make the damn Twitter while we were doing this thing that I didn't get to pay attention to the movie that much.
Yeah,
I watched this movie so many times as a kid. I love this movie.
Good.
It's a Disney movie of all
I
things.
remember it used to be on Disney a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Dane Train, why don't you do what you do best? One of the things you do best, and tell us about
And
the
it's not
box. Read the
farting,
box,
please.
And I think
What?
he's
Not
all out
farting.
of he's all out of gas.
No, I'm still burping. I'm not farting. So, anywho, all right. So basically, because everybody knew this was kind of like a Home Alone ripoff, the very top of the box says, "If you loved Home Alone, you
We ripped
loved
it off."
Blank Check." Says the Movie Minute. Disney's Blank Check. Quick thinking landed him $1 million. Now everyone's after it. So you got the kid on the cover. He's got his shades like.
it looks like the cover of Monkey Trouble without a monkey.
Yeah, it's exactly what it looks like.
It's exactly the same
And
cover.
he's got a sack of
and it's
he's
not
got a
yellow.
backpack full of money on his back.
Put a monkey in there, you got Monkey Trouble.
By the way, this tape, somebody had put their initials or
What are the initials?
It says like Plingling. I don't know. Somebody's
those
name.
aren't initials.
Somebody's
Plingling?
name is written in cursive on this tape.
Oh, maybe this is an autographed copy.
You think? No, come on. You think so?
It's got an autograph on it.
No, that's printed on there.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it. This could have been worth.
It's the same gloss as the
Nothing.
rest.
Wait, really? Come on.
Yeah.
Let me
Somebody
get my
had to-
autograph,
well, what
guy.
the hell is it? Somebody could have written that. We're not
Yeah,
on Pawn Stars.
the person designing the cover.
No.
Oh,
wrote it on
dude, he's standing in front of a gigantic check. It's the signature on the check.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the box art.
Sorry,
What the
D-Money.
hell?
Let's pay a little closer attention to what this movie's about. It's called Blank Check.
I couldn't tell so well because there's literally drink stains and like a cup ring on the very cover of
No,
this. So
that's the print on the check.
no, no. There's like blotches of old soda on this thing. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's not the nicest box. I would say it's in good condition.
Yeah, it's in fair.
Yeah. So, anywho, 60-second preview says it'll make you laugh out loud. This is pre-LOL, by the way.
Yeah.
So this movie was
So no
when was
LMAOs
this movie
either.
made?
97.
1990 something. I'll tell you that.
Somewhere
PG,
between
93
Monkey
minutes.
Trouble and Baby's Day Out.
Hi-fi stereo, digitally remastered.
Ooh, fancy.
Remastered? Well, who
Yeah.
mastered it in the first
I
place?
don't know. Anywho, all right. So on the back it
This
says
was 1994.
94.
Wow.
All right.
94, killing it.
All it takes.
That was Meatballs too, right?
Meatballs was 92.
Meatballs was 92. We were talking earlier about Dumb and Dumber, which
Dumb
was
and
94.
Dumber was 94.
When
okay.
was
94 really stepped up their game.
when was the Stupids made? Was it 94 as well?
the box is out.
96.
96. I thought so. Anywho,
Sorry, guys. Bet that was very interesting.
the back of the box. All it takes is a little quick thinking, and 11-year-old Preston Waters' life becomes 1 in a million. When a crook runs over Preston's bike, the youth thinks...
That's what he
what he
thinks.
thought?
The youth thinks...
Hey, you owe
nice.
me a Coke too.
The-
I've got 2 Cokes.
The youth thinks it's his
The
unlucky
youth
day.
thinks.
The youth. But when a
full
quick
flex.
settlement puts a blank check in his hand, he fills it in for $1 million.
Bum, bum,
Dun-dun-dun.
bum.
Dun-dun-dun. Now the youngster's rich beyond his wildest dreams, and here we are in 2016, and like $1 million is nothing.
Yeah, that will buy you jack shit.
That'll barely buy you like a house where we live. He's got his own.
Dan
pad.
lives in a real affluent neighborhood, supposedly.
Hey, I'm just saying that
No, it's very expensive. the
it's
housing
very
market is.
expensive in the central Worcester County area.
That's true.
That is accurate.
yeah.
We got to move to Detroit, guys.
Yeah, they're just giving away
Oh,
land
yeah.
there. And we could become RoboCops.
We could be.
But first we gotta
RoboCops.
get shot a lot
But you know what's
first.
going to happen? We're going to
I'm
die
sure
as
there's
RoboCop.
that's
Hey,
not a problem.
There's 4 RoboCop movies, all right? He doesn't actually die.
Yeah,
he gets
yeah.
roboted again.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
true.
like Chucky.
Hey, speaking of RoboCop, the guy who makes RoboCop is the bad guy in this movie.
Oh,
The guy who's I love this guy in RoboCop.
That guy.
He's
Oh.
yeah.
I haven't seen RoboCop in a minute.
He's like the, you're going to be a tough motherfucker, that guy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
hey, this is a children's show.
Yeah.
Like,
Anywho,
fuck you.
Let me continue reading the back of this children's movie box.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
Now the youngster
Suck a
is
dick,
rich behind his wildest
Are they in
dreams.
this movie?
No, I wish.
Oh no, that was Biker Chicks.
Yeah.
Biker
That was
Chicks in
the
Zombie
sucking-
Town?
The sucking dick motherfuckers.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
that was in Snake Eater 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The back of their
Yeah, yeah,
shirts.
yeah, yeah.
The
Suck a dick,
acronym.
motherfucker.
They make a return in Blank Check.
Yeah.
Anywho. All right, so...
They want that $1 million.
eh,
Sorry, we keep interrupting.
Okay, go,
and the
go.
guy from Snake Eater 2 was in the Stupids. But all right. Anywho, he's got his own pad, his own limo driver, and he's spending the money like there's no tomorrow. The only problem with having $1 million is keeping it, especially when the FBI and the mob are after the loot. Join the spending spree of a lifetime as Preston tries to hang on to the cash you're sure to love it.
What?
You're sure to love it.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
All right.
So on
That's
the
one of
back-
the shorter boxes
On the
we've
back,
read.
you see.
We just
he's-
kept interrupting him.
Yeah, that's true.
He's in this inflatable pink Cadillac in a
Inflatable?
water in a pool, and he's got a one of those like old radio headsets on that like you jog to.
Oh, yeah.
And then the guy from RoboCop is grabbing him, and then the girl who's like the bad guy girl from Dumb and Dumber is in it, and she's like all over the kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's...
These are things that are on the back of the box.
But there's no sign of one of the
getting
best characters in the movie.
Tone Loc.
Tone Loc.
Oh.
It's not on the box.
Tone Loc was the best guy in this movie. He played Juice.
Juice.
Anywho, so guys, what's this movie about?
Okay, so all I remember, here's what I remember. Basically nothing. But what I do remember is this kid gets hit by a car. Okay, someone else tell the story. I don't know.
So it starts
doing
off.
badly.
Preston is like the youngest kid out of 3. Youngest kid out of 3, and his
Yeah, he has brothers and
Yeah,
sisters
his
or something
two older brothers who
that we never see again.
basically pick on him. No, we see him a few times in the movie.
Okay.
We do. Pick on him a bunch, and the dad is like, "Well, they're trying to make a living and blah blah blah. It's summertime, whatever." And like many of the movies that we watch, no one likes the main kid. It's just like he gets picked on. He goes to this birthday party and he doesn't have money, and all the kids are like, "Ha ha, we have money."
He goes to Alan Pandiani's birthday party, and the gifts that his mom gives out are better than the gift that you give him. Because we got all squirt guns going to his birthday
dude,
party.
Super
Were
soaker.
you there?
Like,
yeah, we
yeah,
got all
yeah,
super
super
soakers.
soakers.
And like,
I wish I went to this.
You should have been there. There was like one of
There
those
was
fucking things.
There was
that-
a pin the
riptide
tail on a Godzilla, which you
and I
have.
won because I could see through the blindfold.
Oh, because of your glasses.
Yeah, because of my
Nice.
glasses pushed it through. And but he gave everyone that went there Super Soaker 100s, and
Which are worth a ton of money now.
Oh man,
and I gave him like a pet rock or something. I don't know.
Slinky probably.
And that's probably why we're not friends anymore. Sorry, dude.
Well, God, I haven't seen that kid since Walter J. Patton School.
That's right. Facebook us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alan Pandiani.
Because we know you're listening to this podcast because you love VHS movies.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just assuming because we haven't seen you in 20 years.
Yeah.
So. Anywho, so what's this movie about again?
So the two brothers, they're trying to start a business, and for some reason they need a computer, and they have to put it in Preston's room because even though he's the youngest, he has like the biggest room, so they're going to make that part his office. And apparently Preston knows so much about this Macintosh computer, which is just the whole movie's a plug.
Anytime you say Macintosh, please say Macintosh.
Yeah, Macintosh.
Sir,
This,
Macintosh.
so long story short, for the whole Macintosh explanation is they say this word 1,000 million billion times in the movie.
Do we have a total word count on that?
Oh, we should find out.
Can you
You
Google
want me
it?
to look it up?
Yeah, see if you can Google it.
I'll Google it
Because
I
everybody-
know nothing else about this movie.
Macintosh. Where's Macintosh? Mr. Macintosh. Hey, Macintosh. Macintosh. No, Mr.
because
Macintosh here.
Preston uses it as basically the person he quote unquote works for, which what's that name where it's like you have someone who is like the mediator for your money.
A financial
Fence?
assistant?
I don't know.
A what? What is
Fence? It's like a never mind. Don't worry about it. I can't think of the right word. Where it's like you have money, but you don't want people to know it's your money, so you have someone
an-
else spending it. It's a thing.
Like, I don't know.
Doesn't matter. So he uses it. He
Hold on. I don't know if this is it or not. Hold on.
There's a lot of typing.
Is this it?
My name is Macintosh.
Macintosh.
Mr. Macintosh, you have a house.
Oh, is this a supercut?
I thought it was, but it's not a super cut.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay.
All right.
All right. Sorry, guys. Look at that sweet music.
So
God.
Preston,
Piercing.
No, there is no count online of how many times they say it.
No.
I forget how it ends up this way, but there's, for some reason, the guy from RoboCop is a bad guy, and he buries a bunch of money, and it gets taken to a bank, and he says, listen, I'm going to have someone come back for this money, this $1 million. Tone Loke's going to come back for it. And they're going to have a check, and you're going to give it to him. He's saying, like, to the
head of the bank.
the head of
who
the bank,
looks
whatever.
like Dennis Nedry, but is not.
Right.
It looks like Dennis Nedry's father.
So when he's leaving the bank, when the RoboCop guy is leaving the bank, he accidentally almost kills Preston and runs over his bike, and he like threatens him. He like grabs the kid and
He
he's
almost
like, "What?"
kills
are you-"
another kid too.
Yeah, he does, but there are witnesses there, so he's
Yeah.
like, "All right, well, I need to get out of here," which is really weird because why would he like need to hurry out but have someone else come back the next day for the money? Like, does he just
No,
need
he
to
needed
be
to
out of
get
town?
out of there because he doesn't want to get arrested for running over a 10-year-old boy.
Well, no, there's that, but like, why would he have to bring the money to the bank for 24 hours just to get the money back? Like, he just needs to.
It's a good question.
He's
Yeah.
like laundering it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
I guess. So there are witnesses there, and he's like, "All right, kid. Well, all right. Well, how much is your bike worth?" And Preston's like, "I don't know. You almost tried to kill me." So he signs the check and gives it to him
As he bleeds out of the back of his skull.
Yeah. So, and then he gets home. His parents are like, "Well, you can't take care of things, and that's really a big problem." And
Yeah.
they're just constantly shitting on this kid up until
They're
like
like,
the
what'd you
end
do
of
to
the
your
movie.
bike? It's your fault that your bike is ruined.
Yeah, you need to learn how to take care of your stuff.
getting
And I
hit
just
by
be like,
cars.
I almost died. I'm okay, thanks.
We
That's
can
just
always
me.
get a new kid, but that was an expensive bike, Preston.
That bike was like
That Huffy
$75 from Toys R Us, and we put it together ourselves so we could save money.
Your brothers won that on Nick Arcade.
What was the other bike instead of Huffy that was popular back then?
Dingleberry? I had
I
a
don't
Swamp Rider.
Oh, Schwinn?
Schwinn.
You ever had Schwinn, right?
Swin's like real
Schwinn's
bikes.
still a thing, yeah. Mongoose was one too. If you
Oh,
got
yeah.
like
Yeah, they
trick
did
bikes,
BMX bikes, right?
bikes, yeah.
Everybody had a Huffy.
Yeah, exactly. I had some hand me down. I got at a garage sale for $10 where
Nice.
the brakes barely worked.
I won my bike in
From Nick Arcade?
Patton School. There was
What?
a rap. Remember one of those like
Or you won a bowling ball at the
that?
AMF.
Yeah, I won that too.
Shit.
I know. I was raking shit in. But yeah, I won a bike out of some like gathering that we had like every Friday or whatever because the teachers had to like start drinking early. You don't remember
the
those?
sing-alongs?
I don't remember this at
Yeah,
all.
I was like during the sing-alongs.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I won a
I
bike.
don't remember the giveaways, but yeah.
I had one of those. Remember those motocycles? It was a bike that looked like a motorcycle.
Yeah, I
You guys
do
remember
remember
those?
those. I wanted one really
It
badly.
it had this like whole like plastic casing on it, so it looked like a crotch rocket.
Yep.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
cool.
So back to the movie.
Yeah, sorry.
Preston gets the blank check. He knows he can print out a fake check using the sweet computer that he has all the know-how to use. So he's like, "Oh, how much is my bike worth? Well, what if I make $100 check? Oh, wait, what if I make $1,000 check? No, wait, what if I make $1 million?" So he prints out the check and he brings it back to that same bank. And the guy, he brings it to some teller and she's like, "This is a joke. I'm going to take you to the head of the bank." For instead of being like, "No, this isn't real. Get out of here, kid." She
And a
brings
kid
him-
wouldn't be able to cash a check anyway.
Right, exactly. So she brings him to the head of the bank and he's like, "Oh, so how's
Instead of the teller manager.
yeah,
I'm
Of
just
course,
saying
you would know
that's-
that.
I would.
yeah, I guess."
I know the hierarchy. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. So the guy gives Preston the $1 million in cash.
So at this scene is one of my favorite memorable lines in this movie.
This is one of the two scenes I remember.
So the bad guy from RoboCop, he has like his right hand man, Tone Loke, and his name is Juice.
Oh,
All
the
right.
bad guy from RoboCop is Dennis Nedry's dad?
No,
fat guy?
no,
No.
Oh, bad guy from RoboCop's the balding guy.
Yeah, balding guy.
no. He was a good guy in RoboCop.
Right,
Yeah.
but he's in RoboCop. He's the bad guy who
bad
is
guy
from
in this
RoboCop.
movie. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
then
that-
the fat guy is the bank manager or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then you got Tone Loc.
Okay, sorry.
So-
AKA Juice.
So the whole thing was that guy from RoboCop brought the money that he stole to the bank. Now, his right-hand man, Tone Loc, Juice, was supposed to go there to go pick up the money. So the bank man, the big fat bank man, knew that Juice... He didn't know who he was. He just knew that somebody named Juice had to come pick up this $1 million. So the kid comes up to him, right? And the bank manager goes, Juice? And the kid goes, oh, no, thanks. I'm not thirsty. So when I was a kid, me and my brother all the time, for no reason, just go, Juice? No, thanks. I'm not thirsty. All the time.
Oh, man. The kid basically walks away with $1 million.
Yeah, so he
And
goes, I love this kid. Ha ha ha.
And
What a genius
as-
idea. Sending a kid. Blah. And then he unlocks a safe behind a big picture and he just hands him $1 million.
He's like
in cash.
hysterical. You're just pushing the $1 million into this kid's
Like,
bag.
he's loving it.
And as the kid's leaving, in comes Tone Loc, and they bump into each other, and Tone Loc grabs the bag. And it's a really tense moment. And he's like, "What's a kid?" Blah, I don't know. He says something weird. He hands the bag back, and the kid
Go
runs
get
off.
some funky cool Medina.
And then Preston goes home and basically sleeps on the $1 million.
Yeah.
Like, just spreads it all over his bed, is throwing it up.
haphazardly loses
Yep.
a good portion of it immediately.
And weirdly enough, Tone Loc goes into the bank manager and is like, there's some exchange, and Juice is like, give me the money. And he's like, yeah, haha, the money's already gone. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about, but you need to give me the money. They don't go after the kid. They don't like run after him or anything.
Right.
It's weird.
He's like, well, he just left 2 seconds ago. I can't get him now. But let's wait a couple weeks after he buys a mansion. Then we'll start looking for him.
Yeah.
Because that's logically
And
what
I mean,
would
like,
happen.
they have this kid's information on... No, wait, they don't have this kid's information
They don't know
on...
nothing
because
about him.
I remember they wouldn't let him make a bank account unless he had like $300 or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
because he didn't have enough.
Right.
And also, side note, if Tone Loc Juice went to Dennis Nedry's father looking for the $1 million and he didn't have it, he would shoot him in the face immediately.
Yeah, Juice would
after
fuck
losing
that guy up.
seriously.
Yeah.
So, but it's a kids movie, so no one's getting shot in the face.
So because Preston's always treated like shit, he's all like, well, I'm going to take this money and do what I want with it. I'm going to buy this big fucking mansion. And he...
Which RoboCop guy is trying to buy himself?
yeah.
Yeah, they're like on... this is where the whole Mr. Macintosh thing comes out.
Yes, because you can't just call up as a kid and be like, I want to buy your house. So that's why he uses Mr. Macintosh. He's a front. That's what I was trying to think of. Mr. Macintosh is the front for Preston.
Yeah.
So what it is the kid... They're like, and who are you, sir? And he's like,
I'm Mr. Macintosh. That's the...
I don't know if you
Sorry,
guys
that's the
in
clip Dean
elementary
played.
school or whatever had those Mac 1 or Mac 2 computers.
We
but
all went to the same elementary school, so
All of us
probably
here.
is yes.
So I don't remember having a Mac computer back in the day
That talked to you?
had like a voice command where you typed in text and it would speech back to you.
I can
think
do that
they
now.
all had them, but we just didn't know how to get to them. Because as soon as I got an iMac, those
You figured
big
it
bubbly
out?
looking
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
with the weird colors,
Yeah.
I knew how to do that.
Oh.
And you could get 3 different voices.
So in like
one of
fifth-
which is now Siri.
Oh yeah, I remember doing that in 5th grade,
Yeah.
but not like whenever we were this kid's
Yeah.
age.
right.
And like
exactly.
it had like lips that moved. So he would
I
use
think that was just for the movie.
Yeah, that was just for
Yeah,
effect.
I guess so. So like he's got the voice of the computer, which sounds not real at all. Being like, I'm
But-
going to buy this house. My name is Mr. Macintosh. And of course he uses that throughout the whole movie to buy shit.
But it's gonna be. It sounds like
Stephen
no.
Hawking?
I think he uses cash to buy a lot of stuff.
That's true.
He uses cash to buy everything.
Yeah, he has his. He's like, he says that he's like the between Macintosh and like all of his finances.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like Mr. Macintosh never had a childhood, so he's spending it Michael Jackson style and letting
yeah.
me pick out all the stuff.
Which is not suspicious at all.
No.
hey, listen, this rich guy that no one has ever heard of just wants to buy all this fancy stuff for kids, and I'm the kid who's going to buy it for all of it for him.
Think of it this way: if you're getting an exorbitant amount of money, do you care? No, probably not.
Yeah.
I don't care. I wouldn't ask questions. I say, sure, here's all your shit, kid.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Thanks for giving me your money in exchange.
But I doubt that Preston knows how to handle real estate. I'm just saying
he does
that whole
not.
process.
Yeah.
But this was 1994. I don't know what the whole thing.
Real estate was very lenient back then.
Yeah, I guess so. As long as you had cash in hand.
Yeah.
Which the fucking mansion
The
that he
deed
buys
would be all fucked up
which-
after that.
I mean, this
It's way more than $1 million. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Even in 1994.
yeah was like $300,000.
Yeah.
That's how much he
Oh,
spent
yeah.
on it. He's
And
like
Which is like a one bedroom tool shed in
Yeah.
Newton, Massachusetts, or something like
Oh
that.
yeah.
So
throughout this
it's
whole movie, like he spends just bonkers money.
way
on
more
all
than
this
$1
stuff.
million.
Yeah, way more
So
than $1 million.
maybe he invested some of it and it grew.
Well, because he
but I don't think
modified the
so.
house. He put a water slide in.
Yeah.
He put like one of those big walls of
TVs.
like tube. You remember back in the day?
Where you can't have a big screen
you
TV.
can't have
so
one
you
big screen,
Make
yeah.
1,000 small TVs into one.
It's like a 20 by 20 of tube TVs, but they're all showing. They're all like synced up, so it's like one big image.
Yeah.
And like there's one of those in the Street Fighter movie, and like they were in everything back in then. So yeah.
Really didn't think of the resale value on this house. I mean,
No. Well, I mean,
Custom
if you put in
go-kart
a
track.
wall of TVs. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to think.
so he hires this limo driver
Yeah.
who is just this wacky, crazy
Oh, he's the
kinda
dude from
guy.
The Burbs. I wish I knew his name. This dude is
he
awesome.
passed away like 2 years ago. I don't know what the hell his name is.
Man.
I'm sure we could
But
look
that
it
guy,
up.
the guy from the Burbs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's awesome. The guy who's
Um,
not Tom Hanks or Corey Feldman.
Became Preston's friend, so they went out and spent some money and did some things, and there you have another montage.
Oh,
this
yeah,
movie is
It's an
filled
entire
with
montage.
montages.
Yeah, this movie's nothing
Filled
but
with montages. The RoboCop guy hating children, Tone Loc being fucking cool, and
The bumbling fat bank man.
yeah, exactly. So Preston buys a bunch of shit, and
Oh, he buys that big giant like 200-pound thing of ice cream,
Yeah.
a trash bucket filled
Yeah.
with ice
Yeah.
cream.
which had to have been like stupid heavy. But obviously it's only made
It
out of
makes me
styrofoam,
so hungry seeing that. I just want mint chocolate chip ice cream.
It makes me a little
think you're gonna
sick
puke?
looking at that because it's like you
It's
don't.
gonna melt. Like as soon as you take ice cream out of the thing, and you're like, I eat it out of the carton. Don't judge me.
No, nothing wrong with
But
that.
it like melts so soon. And just think of like how goopy the bottom of that trash can would be,
Oh,
and
yeah.
trying to.
But not only that, like if you go into anywhere, unless they have a special deal, like one of those places you see on
You can't buy a trash can.
Food Channel, where it's like the world's largest pizza. We only need 5 hours, prep time. No respectable ice cream place is going to have that much of one flavor. So that's different flavors, and now it's all melting together.
I had
And
to
that's
buy
probably
like
pretty gross.
I had to call Wendy's. I was helping someone else on a shoot, and it was like overnight. So, like they didn't have food ready, but it went over, so we needed to get food for everybody. So the only thing open was Wendy's, and I had to order like 30 cheeseburgers, and like we ordered like 2 cheeseburgers and a chicken sandwich for everybody, and there was just like so many bags of cheeseburgers in my tiny little front seat.
Oh my God.
I just thought I'd throw that out there. So if Wendy's can make that happen for you, call ahead though.
But I bet they couldn't do that with Frosties.
Oh, we didn't order Frosties, thank God.
Yeah.
Or it might make a real mess if you got the chili.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is true. You'd,
So-
have
so-
you'd have a trash bin full of chili.
I'd love
With a big old lady.
You guys would be hearing me
I'm
toot
sure that's
for a
what they
decade.
use.
Yeah.
So what kind of things did he end up buying?
Sumo suits. I know that.
Sumo suit.
A lot of stuff you'd find at like birthday parties.
Yeah.
Giant boxing
At
gloves.
Magic World
Yeah.
down the street.
That big the Velcro
Ditch
wall
Witch.
you'd put the suit on and you'd stick yourself to the wall, which
Trampoline.
never seems that like. What's the appeal to that? You're just
I would
sticking
do
to
it,
the wall.
but
Well, I'm
doesn't-
not
it
saying I
seems
wouldn't
fun
do
right
it,
until you
but
get
what's
stuck.
the sumo suits? It's like, all right, you can
Sumo
do-
people.
right? Exactly. But this is just like I'm gonna stick to a wall.
yeah,
That's it.
I don't know.
I'd have fun sticking to a wall.
All
Okay.
right.
Listen,
It seems like a
I'm not
rejected
going to
global
judge.
Put
I'm
Put me
just
on the wall and see
questioning
if I stick.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
He's al dente.
So he, what else does he buy? Obviously, some video game stuff. They got a whole part
Yeah,
about
video
like,
games that nobody's
He's
ever
got like a
heard of.
virtual reality,
Yeah.
like Oculus machine.
Yeah,
It's so weird that like
you got a virtual
reality
boy.
hasn't like come to pass until like right now.
It's weird because this was the mid '90s when
Right, that's when we thought it was coming
Well,
out.
like virtual reality was wicked hot in
Right.
movies back then. Like every fucking movie had virtual reality back then.
And in arcades too. Some of them would
Yeah.
have the virtual reality thing you put on your head, but the game's always broken.
Right. So he got like that big ball that you go into. It's like a cage and you roll around.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah.
got go-karts.
and not one of those big inflatable balls like you see now. This was like
Yeah.
a big, like you strap
like
yourself
steel.
into a seat. Yeah, steel. Yeah, he had go
balls of
karts.
steel.
He had he had a batting cage. He bought a shit ton of clothing. They had
So
the
we're
whole,
probably up to like $2.3 million at this
something
point.
like that. Something like that. And the
Unless
whole
he was just
time,
renting them for a day.
the fat banker, the RoboCop guy, and Tone Loc are trying to find this kid. And when Preston is in the bank, he meets one of the tellers is a attractive young lady.
Oh, that's who she is. I
Yeah.
was like, how does she fall into this equation at
Yeah,
all?
and
From
she,
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, and she initially is like, she was the one who he went to her initially, being like, I want to open a bank account, and he only had like $40 or whatever. So she becomes friends with him because he's got the hots for her, even though he's like 10. And
She's pretty hot.
It turns out she works for the FBI, and she's trying to track this money that Preston
Dude,
has.
you remember in 5th grade on the white team, like there was a teacher's assistant? I thought she was so hot.
Is this in Floral Street?
Mm,
Because 5th grade was Floral Street.
No,
we-
6th grade.
Sixth
Oh,
grade.
6th grade.
6th grade.
In the portables?
With Miss Duchesne's class.
Oh, yeah. Mrs. Duchesne.
Do you remember the TA? She was hot. She had some tea and some A, dude.
Wait, is this the year that you made some kind of
Yeah.
like off-color joke about Teletubbies?
Yeah,
and you
that's-
got
that's the
and
one.
you got about bum loving, and you got like detention at lunch, and then
the
you
one.
wrote, and then it's wintertime, and you wrote with your feet. Bum loving like in big letters out in the field in the snow, and you got detention again.
Which is derived not from this movie, but Rookie of the Year, where the kid says "funky bum lovin'."
Oh, because he broke the doctor's nose.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I love that movie.
Funky,
Funky butt loving.
but yeah, that
Just say
year.
funky butt loving.
Yep, the year of bum loving.
This sounds like a Linklater movie.
So, anywho, back on track. So literally, the whole movie ends up being montages until the end. So what happens at the end of the movie?
Okay, so Preston is like, Mr. McIntosh and I coincidentally have the same birthday. We're going to throw this gigantic Mr. McIntosh birthday party. And all these fancy people are invited. And obviously no one has ever met Mr. McIntosh before. So it's like, who the fuck's showing up to this party? And he's like...
Yeah, where did he get the invite list from?
Yeah, I have no clue. Unless it's just like, hey, let's just invite like the richest people.
And I think
in
it was
the
like
area.
on the news too, right?
Well, I think didn't he
don't
like
know.
hire a
A
party
news
planner?
reporter?
So the party.
Yeah,
He
there was a
did,
party
yeah.
planner.
Maybe they're like, hey, send all the VIPs.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
And turns out that he couldn't pay the party planner because he spent all his money,
Yeah.
all his $1 million.
He didn't keep a ledger on his checkbook.
No, he did. No, on the computer.
Well, I'm saying he
He
would
had
have
a
known
big
what it
old
would have
computer.
cost. If they, well,
He had a-
you know what though? It's actually the party
he was
planner's
like
fault.
he was spending this money like a child.
Seriously.
Well, here's the deal.
Irresponsible.
Very.
It seems to me like he didn't get a quote from the party planner prior to hiring them, which is why he didn't know what the price was. You know what I'm saying?
Which is
She,
really
like,
his
fucked
mistake,
him.
too. I mean,
Yeah.
just poor practice all around.
yeah.
Yep.
Bad financial
Well,
planning.
now he
here.
knows for his next million. But another thing that bothers me through this movie is like you never see his parents again.
No, I think
You
that was the whole
see-
point. Was because his parents were like, "We miss you. We don't hate you anymore."
Yeah,
but
exactly.
they're like rarely. Right?
Pretty much just at the end. There's
Right.
like one scene where all the stuff is coming to
But
Mr.
until
Mr.
then, like, you
McIntosh's
don't-
Mr. McIntosh's house, and the dad can't even get out the driveway because apparently this fucking mansion is like down the street from where
Yeah,
Preston lived.
right.
So he's like, "What the hell?" And Preston is like, "Oh, guys, clear a path for my dad." But so says Mr. McIntosh. And the dad's like, "When are you gonna come home, son?"
You're
He's
living
like,
with a
I'm
strange
working
man,
for,
but I'm gonna allow
I'm
it."
working for Macintosh. And yeah, at the end, it's just like the dad goes looking for Preston because it's his birthday too, and he can't find him because this big fucking party. So
If like there was like if I was a parent and I saw like this house and whatever, and my kid's working for Mr. McIntosh and I'm never seeing Mr. McIntosh, I would immediately assume he is some eccentric billionaire child molester and my kid is getting porked every night. And I would not let it continue.
yeah, probably pretty strict rules. You could not go over Mr. McIntosh's house.
Right, yeah. This Mr. McIntosh if he was personified to be a real person, would be the type of person you would see in a Halloween safety video to stay away from.
Yep.
But the weird thing is, the only friend that Preston has in this movie is the limo driver and the girl he's got the hots for, who really works for the FBI. So really, she's just trying to figure out, where does this kid get all this money? And then there's a whole sequence where, okay, so he can't pay the party planning person. So she's like, all right, pull the plug, everybody out, which they clear out in like a minute.
Yeah.
But who should show up but Fat Banker, RoboCop guy, and Tone Loc. And then you get the Home
Those
Alone.
are three people you do not want to run into.
That's what they're credited as.
Especially at a birthday party. God. Oh, man.
Gross.
I didn't think I was gonna rip one this show, but
You were saving that. You knew it.
it
Yeah.
was just
Oh, man.
it was just cooking away in my tum tum.
So when they arrive, it's basically Home Alone.
You know you're waving that directly at me and Kev, right?
Yeah.
No, it's waving this way and that way. I'm not.
Which is
I'm
where
not,
we are.
I'm not waving it like this and waving it like this.
Yeah.
Oh,
going
gross.
sideways.
Oh, man. You
It's
just
going
waved
away
it that
from
way.
you guys.
All right.
These guys don't
We gotta-
trust me.
Thank
Every
you
We
for
gotta
your
put you on a
consideration.
diet.
local. Listen, all you bandits out there. I'm not putting the farts in their nostrils. All right.
You should really get that checked out.
Hey, did you know what I just ate?
Yeah, so did we. You're the
So,
common
guys,
denominator.
So now that we're on a new
to
episode,
the fart epidemic.
What do we eat? We ate some Five Guys tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same Five Guys we had on our last Meatballs 4 episodes.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
doing it on the same night. Anywho,
So you get the Home Alone kind of montage where Preston uses all his purchases to beat the bad guys. He's got the oversized boxing gloves and in like some weird like bungee cord kind of thing, and he punches a guy.
Sex swing.
Yeah, sex swing. Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
puts
He
the
owns
fat
a
guy in
Chinese sex swing.
He puts the Japanese guy in the virtual reality machine and wigs him out.
You mean the Fat Banker guy?
Fat
There's
Banker-
no
what did I
Japanese
say?
guy.
Is he Japanese
You
guy?
said Japanese guy.
because your swing
The
thing.
Japanese sex swing?
Yeah. You go get it at the Amazing Store. On
He
Route
goes
9.
in the he gets in the virtual reality thing. The RoboCop guy, or maybe Tone Loc, I don't remember. One of them goes in the giant steel ball thing that Preston fucking hits with the go-kart, makes it go flying into the pool,
So he drowns to death.
probably almost killing him. Oh no, it was the RoboCop guy, because then he came out and grabbed Preston, and then that's when the FBI shows up with the lady, and the lady's like, "Where's Mr. McIntosh?" And Preston is just like, "Oh, okay." So this is just like the easiest thing ever, because the FBI shows up, they catch all the people, they catch Tone Loc, unfortunate, but whatever, he's the fucking bad
Well,
guy.
he becomes a cop in later movies, so
Oh yeah,
That
he
is
moves
true.
down to Miami.
Yeah,
becomes
yeah,
a cop.
absolutely.
and talks to
Works
Bugs.
with a certain pet detective.
He and Sinbad should have had a movie.
Oh my god, the two of them as a duo?
They
Yeah.
would have been great
Yeah.
in Bad Boys.
Ooh,
Oh man, that would have been way better than Martin and Will
You
Smith.
love Martin.
I do like Martin.
You love Black Knight
Hey!
and
Blue
other-
Streak.
I love Bad Boys. Bad Boys is such a good movie.
Better than wait, which one do you like better? Bad Boys or Bad Boys 2?
I like Bad Boys.
Ooh.
I know. They're both good movies. They're
You know
both
what I think?
quality movies.
I
but
like Bad Boys. Bad Boys 2 is way too long.
it's a little long, yeah. But we're
Michael
not
Bay shit.
we're not here to talk about Bad Boys.
No, we're not.
Saddle,
We're here to
saddle.
talk about this one bad boy who made one bad blank check.
That's right.
Ooh.
So the FBI busts in, catch the bad guys. They go to Preston. They go, "Where's Mr. McIntosh?" Mr. McIntosh left. And that's it. And he's
gets
it's
to
just
go
like,
home.
yeah, they're just
Okay.
like, well, all right, so go home. And he goes to his dad, and it's just like, everything's okay. And then he's like, I want to hit on the lady. And she's like, not until you're 16.
Which is
weird.
creepy.
Yeah,
Because
seriously.
she'll be like 40 by then.
Yeah.
He likes the Cougars.
Probably.
Yeah, but that the
Maybe
point
not.
she likes
maybe not
16-year-old
40. Maybe
boys.
like
That's true.
maybe
Which
like
implies-
34. Maybe.
How old is he now?
I don't know, but
He's like 10.
10, yeah.
So he would be 6. She's probably 34 now, so she would be
I don't know,
40.
she looks
as
pretty young. I don't know. I'm a bad
Dude, she's in the FBI, man. You gotta be.
Yeah, you gotta have some tenure.
You gotta, oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm not
you can't be a
disagreeing.
spring chicken in the FBI. I mean,
Well, she-
look at
maybe she's just
Scully.
that talented.
And Scully had to have been in her late 30s or something like that, or 40s when she was doing them X Files. I mean, right? I don't
Yeah,
know. Come
I
on.
guess.
Said, different people.
You can't go right out of the academy and start hunting aliens
That is true. That is true.
with the David Duchovny. I mean, what can I tell you?
That's true.
You earned that.
Yeah.
You deserve that.
Dane got injured on the job.
I just banged my foot on some furniture.
Oh,
And
jeez.
it hurts. I'm sorry, guys.
That's all right. So
Ow.
That's gonna peak.
Ow.
ugh, that noise. So that's basically the end of the movie.
Stop.
Preston is like, limo driver guy who went away and came back with ice cream.
Oh,
And
yeah,
was like,
he left
yeah.
for the entire third act of the movie.
Yeah. Probably because they didn't have enough money in
'Cause
the
he
budget
thought-
to pay him.
Well, they didn't
He
know what
thought-
to do with him while the Home Alone shit was going
Right,
on.
because he could have like easily been on the kid's side, but he
yeah.
thought the kid didn't like him anymore or something.
No, he
No,
left to go
he
buy
went
him
to
ice
get
cream.
ice cream.
Right.
And the kid thought that he left because all these fancy people are around, and he doesn't understand anything. So he comes back and he's like, I just went to get ice cream. What happened to the party? What happened to the babes? Oh, what's the FBI doing here? Well, I guess that's the end of our friendship. Because he's totally not a pedophile for hanging out with a 10-year-old for like a month.
So they just stop being friends?
They kind of
Or he's like, when you're 16,
probably the same thing.
be my
they
special
never
friend.
they never really like say anything like, hey, we're gonna be friends forever. It's just like, hey, we had some good times. Like,
Oh, and by the way, all that money I promised you, you don't have it.
yeah, he never got
It's
paid unless
Yeah.
he got like paid at the end of every goddamn day.
All right, guys.
Unless he got paid at the
Fine,
end of every
guys.
day.
We're never going back.
Man,
All right,
Me and Kev can go back.
Yeah, that's
We're
right.
going to keep you in the car.
You know what's funny?
What's funny? Tell us what's so funny
Every single
about your
time.
flaming ass.
you can go and get noodles at company, and we'll get Five
My
Guys.
flaming ass. Every single time.
You go to Bollywood
we
Cafe.
get together. Every time we get Bollywood Cafe. That's a great idea. Every time we get together, we have junk food, and every single time at the end, I become a mess, and I'm like, guys, I can't eat this stuff anymore. No more junk food. I'm done. And then you know what happens? We get together, and we're like, ooh, Taco Bell.
You were the
ooh."
one, and we were like, "Hey, are you guys want to do a podcast?" And Kev says, "Do you want to get food?" And Dane says, "Yeah, we got to get junk food today, guys. I mean, it's only."
I mean, you
It's
know,
only
part-
the
I'm not saying
thing that we
gotta
do.
get- I just said.
No, I think you did.
I
It's
just-
part of the tradition
It's
of
just
us
part of- yeah.
hanging out.
See, I need you guys to hold me back. So when we go to these places,
Oh,
you gotta go.
I've got
You
no
gotta
restraint
go,
on this kind of
"Hey,
stuff.
You order the damn salad, all right?
Do you want us to tell you to order a salad next time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
If I
gonna
remember,
happen.
yeah, probably not. Sorry.
I think it's become mandatory we get some junk food when we hang out. Ha ha. Kevin, rock and roll sign.
Well, because yeah. Well, I just need to get a salad next time we go get junk food.
Well, that's not technically junk food, huh?
We're not
No.
going to Sue's Salads, all right?
Oh man,
And we're not going to Chipotle either.
what's wrong with Chipotle?
It's not junky enough.
I like Qdoba.
Besides the salmonella.
Sorry, I just my acid reflux.
You
is
are
through the roof.
you
right
are
now.
a mess right now.
Sorry, guys.
You need to get
Mess.
checked out.
We
Where are
finished.
we on a
We
movie?
pretty
should've
much
brought some
finished
Malox.
describing. Finished
Okay, so
describing
that's
blank check.
guys.
Yeah, he goes home and his dad's that everything's fine.
Shit, there were some trailers at the beginning of this. I can't remember what the hell they were, but
I don't either.
there
Forgot my notebook.
If you guys have the tape, you guys know the trailers, throw them up on our Facebook page, and we'll discuss them there. Okay? Yeah. There you go.
So, all right. So, how many blank checks out of 10 blank checks would you give this movie? Let's start with Dane Train again this time.
Oh boy, I would give blank check
From what you can remember.
from what I can remember. I would give blank check probably like a 5.5.
Ooh.
I didn't
okay.
like it that much. I mean,
That's rough.
there was so much time devoted just to the lousy
periscoping?
montages. Well, trying to make a freaking Twitter account. But like this, I feel like if you could put the scale of this movie like in a percentage thing, like 80% of this movie is just montages of them goofing around, and 20% of the movie of content.
I think that's a little exaggeration. I would say like
No.
60-40.
Ah, come on.
That sounds appropriate.
Anywho, what did I rate? 5.5?
5.5?
Yeah.
Checks. All right. How about you, Kev Bot?
I always go last, Topher.
Oh boy.
Look at me. I always go last because I got to check IMDb. I'd give it a 6 because I also didn't enjoy it as much as I did as a child. I mean, I thought I was going to. But yeah, you're right. There wasn't a lot of... I found it easy to tune out.
Yeah.
There wasn't. It was a lot of like montage, and I remember him saying nobody blows chunks in my car, but I don't. But I don't remember watching it this time, which makes me think, what the fuck movie is that from? Did he? Maybe I was just like not.
No, I
paying
think it's
attention.
that. I think we were just
Not paying
trying to
attention.
figure out Dane Train's Twitter problems
Yeah.
and Periscope
Damn
and
Twitter problems.
We were
Taco
too
Bell.
distracted while watching this
Yeah,
one. Sorry,
that's true.
bandits.
I'll have to give it a second watch, or third, or fourth, or whatever. Kevbot.
I'm going to go ahead and give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. Watched it as a kid, loved it. You know, I don't want to say it holds up, but, you know, I'd watch it. If it was on TV, I'd flip on the Disney Channel, watch it. Why not?
Yeah.
So we got Amazon rating. You can buy the DVD, not the VHS, though. The DVD on Amazon for $9.79.
It's reasonable. That's reasonable.
Yeah, that's
I think
okay.
I found this tape at Savers, and if I recall, I think there are multiple copies. So if you go to the secondhand store, you can get this guy.
Probably. It's there with all the copies of Jurassic Park and Titanic. What?
Did you just rip ass?
No?
Oh.
give it-
Did you rip ass?
No,
No
you
one,
gave me
no
a
one
look.
ripped.
Because I thought you did.
Rip
No.
ass.
Oh, all right. Never mind.
So Amazon rating,
place is haunted.
4.5 out of 5.
Ooh,
4.5 stars out
those
of 5.
pretty good.
That is
Amazon's
a
always
rating
good.
through rose-colored glasses.
I don't know.
I'm telling you,
You know,
that's the
it's
rating
always-
I would have given it if I hadn't watched it in the last 20 years. Right?
Yeah.
I probably would have given this movie that rating as a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like without watching it, I'd be like, yeah, I fucking love Blank Check.
yeah.
And then IMDb, 5.1 stars out of 10.
IMDb is harsh.
It is.
Harsh.
Yeah.
Harsh.
So, that's Blank Check.
That is Blank Check.
Sorry that our minds were a little blank while we were watching this one, or right now trying to remember it. I
And
mean,
we didn't check to see if we knew what we were talking about. Oh, God.
I'm
Anywho,
sorry,
I'm
where
here
are
all
you going
night,
with that?
Nowhere.
That's all right. That's
Camp
all right.
Nowhere.
Camp Nowhere.
Camp Nowhere. Oh, Oh God, that's a movie that today I would say.
I feel like it's going to be the same thing as Blank Check.
You
Like
say,
it's going
wow,
to
this movie's
suck.
fucking great, but now you watch it now, it's not that good. Christopher
we,
Lloyd.
We were talking
More
about this.
semi-child molestery movies.
We were talking about this a little earlier. If you listened to our last podcast, we did Meatballs 4. We literally recorded it like an hour ago. And we were talking about summer camp movies. And there is a summer camp movie we were talking about earlier. I love it. I've watched it recently. I still love it. Heavyweights.
Oh yeah, we don't
we
have
might
that
have
on
to-
tape. If
yeah.
anybody has it on tape, please send it our way.
Yeah.
We really want to rewatch it.
If we
again.
find a copy,
Otherwise,
that
we'll have to
we
watch it on
have
UPN.
To watch it.
yeah, on UPN,
Is UPN still around? TBS?
it's
I don't
called
know.
like my
My
TV?
something
38?
like that.
My
Yeah.
TV 38. I
Well,
don't know.
we'll have to watch
No
it.
UPN with Shasta McNasty and
Oh,
the PJs and
Shasta McNasty.
SmackDown every Thursday night.
Yep.
Duckman.
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 That's
Oh
right.
Jesus, Duckman.
Dilbert.
Dilbert's
All
on
those.
Crackle now.
Is it?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, God, I'm gonna have to watch that.
that shows. You know, I watched it.
It's pretty
not
good.
that- I wasn't.
I hated it when it came out, but I like it now.
No, I always enjoyed it. The cartoon strip, boring as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever. You got Daniel Stern as the voice of Dogbert, and
I
no,
think Daniel Stern. No, he's
Daniel Stern
he's
is Dilbert.
Yeah.
and then someone.
Dogbert is Chris Elliott.
That's the one. Yeah, that's
Which
good
we
stuff.
also talked about Cabin Boy. So if you have
Oh.
Cabin Boy on VHS, send it to us because I love that movie.
Or Rock and Roll High School Forever. If you also have that, please let us know.
Just send us any movies.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
please.
watch it.
The VHS Bandits at gmail.com. If you guys want to send us any tapes, if you're in the Worcester, Mass area, we'll try to get them. Or if you want to mail them to us, then we'll mail them back. I don't care. We just want to watch some tapes and talk about it and entertain you guys.
Yeah.
And I'll fart for you guys to hear every time. So.
No, you're getting
He'll
salads
fart
from now
in-
on.
Yeah.
He'll
Thank
fart
you.
in your clam box and mail it back to you.
Yeah. So thank you.
We'll
for,
send you an authentic Dane fart.
Yeah. I'll sign that. I'll autograph my
Real
fart.
low cheap.
Real low cheap.
Real
All
low
right.
cheap.
So
Cool.
here we go, guys.
So that's it. That's going to wrap up this episode 11. Blank check. Yeah, man. All right. So thanks, everyone, for listening.
This is Dane Train.
This is Topher Hansen. And again, check out Dark Roast.
Of course, Chris, Mr. Movie Man, has to plug all of his movies now.
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't I?
Well, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Check out Dark Roast, a movie that I wrote and directed with these two guys in it that I mentioned on the last podcast, but I'm probably going to keep mentioning it forever.
By the way, yeah, keep going. Keep
So
going.
just on Facebook, you just search for Dark Roast Movie. We should come up, or just look for me on any social media thing. Topher Hansen, 2 S's in my last name, and you'll find it.
So get this, Bandits. We did this cheeseball movie a couple of years ago called A Very Special Christmas Special.
The best
It's
is Christmas
called-
ever.
It's called the bestest Christmas
the bestest
ever.
Christmas ever. And it might end up on some YouTube. No, I mean, on
it's
some,
already on YouTube.
It might, it's already on YouTube. It might end up on some Roku streaming channels. We don't know which ones, but it might actually end up out there on the Roku for the whole world to see and enjoy. So the bestest Christmas ever. We'll let you guys know
Yeah,
if it
that
ends up
comes
happening.
to fruition, we'll let you know once we wet the ink or whatever.
I mean, you
There
can already
go.
watch it on YouTube, but
yeah, that's
you know,
true. But
you-
it's better if you watch it on TV.
There you go.
that's true.
There you go.
And closer to Christmas,
Yes.
around Christmas time. Anyway, we've been the VHS Bandits. You can follow us on Facebook. I'm assuming if you've already been listening to us, you've already found us on Facebook. But if you haven't, we're on Facebook at facebook.com/the VHS Bandits, right? It's that?
Something like that.
so.
Just
Okay.
type in VHS Bandits in
Yeah,
the search.
yeah,
You'll find us.
we'll show up. And then we're on Twitter at the VHS Bandits. You can email us, the VHS Bandits at gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening to us. And as always, be kind and rewind.
Today's episode was brought to you by Dane's Farts.
Penis oil from your pee hole.
Gross.
Only milked from the
I'll
finest
put that at
pee-holes.
the end, Dane.
From the finest of pee holes. For farm to table pee holes.